said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and dale to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road.
The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid.
But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Adventures waiting further down the road.
Let's go!
Hello. Welcome to Gothic Horror Gaming. I'm your host tonight, Melissa Lee. I'm the Gloom Mistress because things have gotten weird. So welcome. Thank you for joining us. Let's start with, we'll thank our sponsors first because that's the easiest thing to do. Start with our friends at 3D2U. 3D2U personalized gifts for gamers. They have some super awesome stuff. You can always check out 3d2u.org, or you can follow them on Facebook and Instagram. I know that coming up in the spring, as we close in on the spring, they will be doing some live events in New Jersey. I know they've got some stuff coming up, so definitely check them out. Follow them on the socials. We also want to thank, where are you? Yeah, ta-da, Destination D&D, destinationdnd.com. I know that they have a couple of events coming up. In July is a tour at the castle that you see right in front of you. And then they also have a yearly New Orleans tour that happens in November. There's going to be a lot of fun things going on. So check it out, Destination D&D. I know that Paolo just took a whole bunch of people to a like a giant Lange Connect party. It wasn't a party. It was a recreation of a battle, a very famous Lange Connect battle that I don't know all of the specifics for, but he posted a bunch of really cool photos and videos from it. So you should definitely just give it a follow. Just check out Destination D&D and see what comes up next. I'm also going to take a moment to thank me. I have a book. It's called Dread. I have another book called Dare as well. They are both available on Amazon. I'm super excited to share this with everybody. It's been a lot of fun to create, and I was really happy to get it out. It's been a great challenge. So anyway, check out Dread on Amazon and other places that you buy books and things. All right. First of all, this is a horror game. So Gothic horror gaming, the following content may contain graphic scenes of horror, violence against minors, creatures of common phobias. It can be very violent. It can be very destructive. It can be very sad. So if that is not the kind of content that you're looking for, please feel free to check out the other cool things that are happening on Nat 21 Adventures throughout the week. We have Sonnets with Shakespeare. We have Modern Mondays. We have our regular games. We have specialty games. I will be doing more writing tomorrow with Flash Phantasmagoria. But you guys, anything that you want to check out, there's a lot of really cool options on this channel. So feel free to check out other things. But if you're into spooky, macabre, scary things, tonight should be in particular very interesting. But yes, creatures of common phobias, violence against minors, all different kinds of things. If that's not your flavor, move on. Otherwise, let's dive in. Happy Valentine's Day. It's time for immolation. You know what? I got to change this actually because it's not Valentine's Day anymore. Happy birthday. Someone's going to die. Cool. So this particular game is set in modern times. It is horror based, which we've talked about already. It is going to be D6 based for the most part. We are using my husband's favorite Over the Edge rules, which are a little bit easier to understand, where each character has 3 traits. They have a main trait, and then they have 2 secondary traits. For their main trait, they roll 4 dice. For their secondary traits, they roll 3 dice. They combine things to get the results. It's fairly simple system. What we have added to this, which is I normally do a Delta Green system, which is a D100 based system. What we have added to this Over the Edge rules is a mental health component. So sometimes people might be challenged in their mental health as they observe things that are disturbing or scary or freaking them out. And everyone has an interesting secret that they have not shared with other people until now. So there's been a lot of fun things going on recently. So I can tell you that this is a modern game. It is set in Pennsylvania. There have been a series of spontaneous human combustions that have no real, people don't understand why they're happening. It's weird that it's happened at least twice. The players have been sent here to investigate these incidences, and they have been connected with a woman named Liz Myers, originally Elizabeth Rodriguez. She's 65. She is a I keep forgetting the German word for this. Braucherei. Braucherei. A German folk witch. And she may have some information, but as the players will explain very shortly, some crazy things have been going on recently, and they had this old lady had to get rescued. So let's bring on Sam Watts. Why not? Hey, Sam, you're muted.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so this has been a very interesting turn of events. I'm getting a lot of good content. I've been recording a lot, getting
Yes.
some interesting information. I think this is probably going to be like a multiple part series as part of my podcast because
For
this
your
is
podcast, yes.
yeah, I mean this is a lot of information and a lot of content. And I think my listeners would be really interested to like hear a story that I was involved in. Speaking of which, like we just got back to the hotel, like we figured out that anagram thing that was the protection spell.
Yes.
I've been like going through these notes as much as I can, and now we have a new case of spontaneous combustion that just happened, so that might be interesting to investigate. I'm just terribly thrilled. This is exciting.
You're having a great time. Yeah,
I mean, it's terrible. It's dangerous. Like, this is horrible. Like, people are dying, like, obviously. But, like, I mean, whew, it's what a ride.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Do you have an agreement with the Society of the Silver Way to publish any of these things? Or do you have to be very careful about what content you share in order to keep people guessing about, that the scary things happen and bumps in the road, but do you want the rest of the world to know?
Well, I mean, I do have to be pretty careful. I don't want Save to come, nobody wants Gordon Pym breathing down their neck. But, I think that there are definitely aspects to this story that I can for sure share, especially the cases of spontaneous combustion. I will have to figure out exactly what I can publish and what I can't. So we'll just figure it out. I do, want to be careful but like the story has to be told. My listeners are going to want to know what I've been doing. So
Sure. Understood. All right.
Yeah.
Let's bring in our friend Jack, and we're going to see how are you taking all of this, because you were the one that got the information that somebody else had just spontaneously combusted, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I got word from a contact of mine that it said just happened just a little bit down the way here. So things are getting odd. We got possessed bears attacking nice people like my mother's age in in the houses, and we got spontaneous combustion, and I, for one, would like to know what's going on. This is a little odder than most of the stuff that I deal with on a regular basis. I'm all used to your basic things. Let's go get some shots of El Capitano or some bison or even some war criminals. But yeah, it's odd. It's interesting. Yep.
That also brings up an interesting point, I think, as well, similar to what we're talking about with Sam. Do you think that there are things that you will take pictures of potentially or investigate that you won't be able to share with other people, either for their own safety or for yours?
Well, I know I'm gonna probably have to, since I was hired for this officially, I guess, by Mr. Pym, that he'll have to have first viewing of all of it. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get the really good photos out there, just because, it's what I do. I have
Yeah.
my ways. I have my ways. I know what hands to grease.
Everyone
Palms,
loves
rather.
a greasy hand. Yes, yes.
Yeah, everyone loves a greasy hand. No, what
Everyone
palms
loves a
to
greasy
grease?
hand. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
write
No
that
one
one
loves a
down.
greasy hand.
Everyone
Everyone
loves
hates
a
it.
greasy hand.
No one loves a greasy hand. Greasy hands are terrible. Please don't do it. Like, you're gonna have to use like so much hand sanitizer afterward. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Just gross. Just
It's
gross.
very gross. Let's not write. Let's forget we ever said this. All right.
All right. Now we're bringing in our friend Sheila. And Sheila, let me see if I can like highlight you for a minute here. Ooh, I love the butterfly.
Oh, thank you. G'day, mates. It's your good friend Sheila Irwin, no relation. Yeah, things have been getting quite exciting, a little more exciting than I had hoped that they would be.
Mhm.
Gloom Master, what are we gonna? What are we gonna? How do we resolve what was going on at the end of that cliffhanger, right?
So the last time that we were all together, Liz Myers, who had been sort of, I don't know what exactly you guys gave her. I'm trying to remember. You gave her something.
Valium.
Oh, yes, Valium. There we go. Gave her some Valium to relax her. And she was just sort of muttering to herself and speaking a lot in Pennsylvania Dutch, which is a German language. And then she suddenly woke up and pointed at Sheila and said something about her being cursed as the full moon was rising in the background. Conveniently, literally last week, there was a full moon that was very lovely that I could see in Florida. And I was like, okay, we got to do this now. So we are leaving it up to what are you doing, Sheila?
I think because she has center stage, she
Yay! It's the moon.
Delightful.
Oh no!
Well, if the moon was that close, yeah, then you have like that terrible movie Moonfall, don't we?
Oh, it's so wee. It's so cute though. Couldn't harm anyone, could it?
Why'd you just have that laying around?
Because it was my secret skeleton prize from a few years back. Sometimes
I
I
don't
put
even bother to ask.
Oh. All right, let me show you the real trick here.
What?
Oh! All right. Okay.
That's really cool.
It looked like styrofoam from where we were for a moment.
Yeah, I thought it was styrofoam.
No, it's plastic. It feels like 3D printed, and it's got this little marker on the bottom that and now it's kind of glowing a bluish color. But see, that's I got some really nice toys.
That's amazing. I love that.
I love that.
All right, now I understand. All right,
Okay.
I get it now.
Right.
Now Sheila is leaving it up to the people who are observing. So you have two separate options. Option one, yes, Johnny O Twitch, you've been mooned. Good job. Yay. Option one is that within the next hour, Sheila is going to start turning into a werewolf of some kind.
Surprise!
Yeah. Because she's got this really cool scar, and that was gotten to her from a secret scary wolf thing. And we don't know. Or option two, she believes that she is turning into a wolf, but it's actually a psychotic break with reality.
Oh, that one's better.
That's a little bit more Delta Green.
Yeah, that one's better. Come on. Option two. Oh. By the way, I have to say it since you're using this accent. Are you going to be a werewolf or a swearwolf?
Oh, crikey. I don't know any good swears.
Come on, guys. We're werewolves, not swearwolves. Yeah, it's New Zealand, yeah, but still, it's close enough for government work right now. So.
We love you.
Delightful.
All right. So those of you in the comments right now, while I continue to snack.
Come on, chat. What we doing?
Yeah.
All right.
Option one, she actually turns into some kind of wolf. Option two,
an actual wolf or a psychotic break.
Yeah.
I don't know which I prefer.
Oh,
Well,
I
Either
know
way,
what I
it's gonna be
prefer.
a fun time.
yeah.
Just as a fan of the medium, I want number 2.
Now I will say Sheila, you had sort of prepared yourself beforehand. You were like zip tying your wrists.
Right.
You were getting ready just in case.
Right.
because
I was preparing some zip tie loops, smearing the highest SPF sun lotion on myself that I could find. Yeah, I was trying to get ready just in case the worst happened. So if as that window gets flung open, I'm like sticking my wrists inside the zip ties and like grabbing the ends of them just in case I feel myself like starting to, I don't know, get violent or whatever. So whatever they actually vote on, or then I suppose you could let me roll on it and see if I'm self-aware enough to try to protect the others.
Yeah.
All right. Do I still need the focus, or shall we all be the same size again? I know my moon is really cool.
I just want, just a little bit more of that. Like that's just a cool shot.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And the scars and everything.
Oh, the moon.
I love it. All right.
Too much fun.
Well, I will
The mom
unhighlight
shows
you.
us.
But the the overwhelming majority is you're just having a psychotic breakdown.
Fabulous.
Yay. And it
Fabulous.
really could have gone either way because we have witches in this world. We have dealt with the demons and Krampus and all kinds of fun things.
Either way, it'll be a howling good time.
Hey.
All right.
I'm seeing my 2s in the comments myself. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you're
Like-
stuck with having a psychotic break.
right.
Yeah.
All the
So this, I think the way that I'm going to treat this is as if you were rolling for initiative again. So you would roll your physical trait, which I think it's like 4 for some of you and 3 for the others. Sorry. Sheila, you definitely have 4.
But what is the what
do for you?
So my question is though, what is the inciting incident that is making the rest of us need to roll for initiative in this moment?
Was I think what she
The witch threw open.
yeah, she got up and threw
Okay.
the window open. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, right.
So let's set the scene. So Liz was mumbling to herself in Pennsylvania Dutch, and then suddenly she pops up and she points at Sheila. She says, "There's a dark energy here," but not in the Aussie accent. "She must leave before it's too late." And then Liz ran to the window and threw back the curtains, revealing
The full moon. Okay.
All right, and then I suppose that's the moment that we're initiating for, right?
Yes.
Because Sheila's about to lose her shit, y'all.
Yes.
Right.
And I rolled 18.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Liz probably only has like 3 dice. Well, why? All right. That's fine.
She's been mostly crazy all day.
Yeah. Drugged, crazy, I rolled a solid 11.
Yay!
I rolled a 9.
Okay. So give that to me one more time. Let me find it. Okay, so Sheila, I think you were at the top.
And 18.
You were 18. Then it was Sam. You had 12? 10.
11.
11. Okay. You had 11. Liz has 10. And then Jack has 9.
9.
Boy. All right. So Sheila, you get to go first. You are reacting to you have now seen the moon full on outside, and you believe that you are going to turn into a werewolf.
All right. So am I self-aware enough to pull the zip ties tight and try to hamper my hands? Because
Yeah, I would say you could do that. That was a prepared action. Like even if you are starting the transformation now, no matter what happens, like you had that ready to go. So I would say yes. That can.
All right. So so that's what happens is the zip ties that I had looped around in my belt. I pull the ends of them, and so now my hands are at my waist. And I guess I fall to my knees and I start howling. Turn down your volumes, everyone.
That wasn't too bad.
And that's the last word you get out of Sheila.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it.
We need to. All right, I'm asking anybody who's saving the clips of this, do that one so I can send it to all of my Australian friends, and they will either be very impressed or very insulted. Two of them, Sheila, you will be dealing with yourself here at Scarborough.
Oh boy!
Well, at least one of them's a friend of mine, so
amazing.
Yeah, not after that one.
The Wings of Imagination and Warren Zevon.
Warren Zevon.
Yay! All right. Now it is Sam's turn. Okay, Sam. Here's what's happened. Liz threw open the window and said she's cursed. Sheila has now zip tied her own hands and fallen to her knees and started howling. You're just gonna tape it.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the bed and I'm videoing this.
Okay.
I'm just kind of like, huh? Like I don't like I know what's happening, but I'm kind of just like, this is good. This is good. Yeah. Carry on. Yep.
Okay. So Liz,
also my like voice recorder is on, so I'm getting all of this nar.
Brilliant. This is perfect audio. So Liz, for her part, she is so she was by the bed. So Sheila, where would you be in the room? You were like toward the bathroom, right?
Yeah, like on as far away from the window as I could be. And so I'm imagining I'm in like whatever that little alcove between the door and the bathroom is. So I'm blocking the exit pretty effectively.
Yes. Okay. So what Liz is going to do, although she's still somewhat stumbling because she's still under the influence of Valium. So she was relaxed up until this point. Now she's freaking out, but like also still not quite within her own faculties. She is going to find the books that she brought with her. So she brought a Bible that includes the Apocrypha. So the really, really, really thick, big, old Bible from the 1800s. And her copy of The Long Lost Friend, which is a book that is used by some German folks to deal with hexes and curses and whatnot. And I think she's going to start opening her Long Lost Friend and start rummaging through the pages. So that is what her action is at the moment. Sort of sloppily rummaging through the pages. Her hand isn't quite working the way it should be. All right, Jack, what are you going to do?
I'm a photojournalist.
This is a story for the modern age, for sure. It's exactly what any of you would do, and you know it. I mean, I know it.
Yeah, but I get paid for this, so it's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
do you want my Dropbox later, Jack?
Well, yeah, you're the one who originally hired me for this gig before Pim took over. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Great.
Sheila, honey, you okay? If nothing else, this is going to be really funny. At the bar tomorrow night.
So like I absolutely feel like it's if I'm that far gone, I'm absolutely going to start lunging for these dickheads with cameras and start trying to bite something. I think.
Yeah. That totally makes sense, at least in terms of having an actual psychotic break. Everything that you are experiencing is real.
Right. Yeah.
And at the very least, you've got Liz sort of backing you up as like no, you have an evil energy about you, and something is terribly wrong with you. So, Sheila, it is your turn. Are you lunging for first?
Absolutely. Whoever is closest to me, absolutely is about to get their ankles bitten.
All right. So Sam was on the bed. So if I'm thinking of like a standard hotel room where there's like you open the door and then the bathroom is immediately when you come in, and then there's like bed.
Right.
Then Sam was at least on one of the beds. Jack, where do you think you would have been?
I was standing near-ish the window when because I was texting my contacts over there when Liz jumped over to the window.
Okay. So yeah, Sam, I guess, is technically closest to you, but she'd still be at least a good 10 or 15 feet away from you, from where you are, at all the way back to the exit, blocking the door so no one can get out.
Right. So, yeah. Which do you think is closer to me?
Sam.
Me.
Probably.
All right. Then absolutely. I've spent some time like on my knees, like howling, and in my head, I'm actually my bones are all shifting, and it hurts like hell. And then so then I take a breath, and then I push off the floor and at lightning speed come at Sam and start trying to bite whatever. If she's got any exposed skin, that's what I'm going to be biting at.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, Sam, you get to react to this. You are filming her. Now this woman who has zip-tied her own hands to herself is like leaping at you.
Right. I'm gonna just.
You want me to do a check for it?
I think I'm gonna try and just like dodge, like just a straight up like backing away. But I want to do it in a way that I can keep her in frame.
Great. Okay, so I think this is technically an opposed roll. So you both roll your athletics,
Right.
and we see who ends up getting the higher of the two.
I'm gonna use a help.
Yes,
I think
we
I
do
have
help.
3.
Oh,
Where the heck are they? So I had them already.
Yeah.
right. They're up at the top of the screen. I think Sam has 3, Jack 3, Sheila 3, and the Gloom Master 2.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, I'm going to be using a help 2 there. So so physically, I think I've got 4 to start with, right?
Yes.
All right.
You're
So
rolling 5, take the highest 4, and then Sam, I think you are rolling.
I'm
4,
3.
take the highest 3.
You getting all this, Jack? All right. So that's a 17 for me.
Okay.
We tied.
Ooh. Okay. Thank you. Then I will say.
I usually goes to the defender, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess it would be. I will say that both things happen. So I will say, Sheila, you are able to lunge across the room and you get basically to the foot of the bed. Sam, you are able to pull your feet back while still filming. So you don't get bit, but she is like right below you right now. Her arms are still incapacitated, but if she can wiggle around and get her legs up underneath her, then she can come after you again. Okay, Liz at this point has flipped through her book, and she has found something, and she is starting to, for lack of a better term, kind of meditate. Let's see if this works yet. Yeah, that would be like a primary skill. Okay. Ooh. Okay. 1. Okay.
I'm gonna put my foot out and just kind of like put it on her head.
Good God. Okay. With a 16, yes, she is able to. Sheila, you're not going to notice anything right away.
Right.
But what kind of snake do you have?
It's a ball python.
Okay. Take
That's
its
a
tail and wrap it around your neck once.
Oh, all right. It's and in reality they're about half this size, so
So you have a very tiny snake that is now circling your neck and
about this
slowly-
length, but about half the diameter.
yeah, but like trying to somewhat constrict your airway.
Aw, what a sweet snake trying to keep me from killing my friends.
Yay. All right. That was me. Then Jack, what do you want to do?
One more picture.
Ah.
And then drop the camera, run across the room, and tackle Sheila.
Okay. Sheila, well, you already did an action, so at this point I think you're probably done. I don't know that you could oppose per se. I mean, I guess you could try to dodge out of the way if you wanted to.
I'm tackling her from behind. Yeah, so.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my hands are still, as far as I know, my hands are still constrained.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then I will let that happen. Sam, I think
Oh, all right.
or Jack, rather. Jack, I think that you are able to, just sort of smush her to the ground. What is your objective while you are tackling her?
to just put it down, to immobilize her, be like, come on. All right. So I have so I'm on her. I have my knee in her back.
Ooh.
Yeah, just pressing into the small of her back. I'm holding her hands. I'm pulling her hands up a little bit behind her, so it's making it very uncomfortable for her. And just and then with my other hand, I'm pressing down on the middle of her shoulder blades to just keep her down and as immobile as I can while I sit on her butt.
All right. So Jack, you've never had the opportunity to grapple me, but that is a position that I can imagine some ways of wrestling around. So it's not going to be easy for you. So I need to oppose that.
Okay.
Because
I mean, it is your turn now at this point, so I will allow. Jack has done his turn to get on top of you, but now we are actually having the two characters face off. And Sheila, I think at this point you would be using your martial arts skills.
Right, exactly.
3.
So at least
and Jack, you have a physical skill that involves 3 as well. So.
Mm-hmm. Right. But of course, I only have so much time before the snake chokes me out. So, because I can't do anything about the snake as long as my hands are constrained. Which, by the way, I am trying to scratch you with my fingernails if you're unlucky enough to be in range of my zip-tied hands that you are joint locking as well as you can with them attached to my belt. But I am going to use yeah. So I mean, you got a pretty good range of motion up there, and if Sheila's nails are at least as long as mine are, then I kind of do a little bit of raking damage. So and I'm going to use one of them help actions because by golly, the comments are giving them to us, and let's make things interesting. So
why not?
All right, so I'm rolling.
You would
all right,
roll 4 and pick the highest 3.
Yep, that's a 17.
Okay. Jack, are you taking a help or are you just rolling straight out?
I will take a help as well.
Okay.
Ah! 20.
Oh! Very good.
Actually, no, that wouldn't work because I rolled 4.
No, because you rolled 4, take the highest 3, so you at least have.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Wait a minute.
Sorry.
Recount.
Also a 17.
Okay. Jeez, everybody's 17ing. Okay, great. Good for you. Okay, so I will say that Sheila, you are still pinned to the ground,
Right.
but you are able to scratch him enough to draw blood off of one of his hands. With the way that you're like, or wait, where were your hands? Her hands are behind her, but you were trying to pull her arms up so that
pulling her arms up so that it becomes more uncomfortable for her. Yeah.
Okay, so she would potentially be able to, from where she is, reach around and maybe grab like your forearm and like just scratch a little bit of it.
Right, depending on how you're trying to grab me and control my hands. If you're anywhere near like this area, like I've got kind of a fair range of motion, but I can't move my wrists because they're attached to my belt.
All right.
Because I love you.
All right, love you too.
You've been essentially scratched by like a toddler, basically, is what's going on. You've just been like,
Listen, toddlers,
right? They can.
Oh
yeah. Toddler gave me a bloody nose once.
But that being said, the ball pythons do have a pretty good strength especially once they like wrap around and can constrict using their own strength. So, how long does it take someone to lose consciousness? Like if she's around the throat.
Well, she just started, and if we're going with like standard rounds of like
5 seconds,
5-6 seconds per round, then I would say you'd probably at least get 1 or 2 more rounds in before you pass out. And Sam, it is technically your turn.
Yeah, it's gonna be 7 minutes.
Yeah, so I watch all of this happen, and all right, I'm gonna get involved, I guess. I'm gonna continue to tape, and I'm assuming that I still have the Valium on me.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, because you had picked up the medication.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take and like kind of one-handed like pop that top off. And I'm going to try and like get some in to Sheila's mouth.
All right. Oh, and I've looked it up. 4.4 pounds of pressure placed on the jugular for 10 seconds is necessary to cause unconsciousness. So I've only got about 2 rounds with her, with a good old Massey.
So wait, so I just want to paint this picture. So Sheila, at this point, you are like gnashing your teeth while your face is slowly turning red.
Right.
And Sam is trying to pour Valium pills into your open mouth. Just pills all over the floor.
Yeah. I'm hoping at least 2 get in there.
Yeah.
Should I roll?
No, I don't. I mean, I think that you have the capability of opening I will give you that you have the capability of opening a medicine bottle and being able to sort of direct them into her mouth. Now, no matter what, even if you get them in her mouth, she can't swallow because she's having her throat constricted. So I don't know that would actually functionally work. But at the very least, you could get them in her mouth, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling back through the chat, and I loved how Johnny O said, "Sheila, what big eyes you have."
And then I think I'm just gonna take a step back and just like
she just dump all these pills on her face and then just kind of
I'm helping.
Yes.
Thank you. Very helpful.
Yes. Pills are bouncing off of Jack's face as well while he's trying to.
Because he's holding me face down, isn't he? How is she going to be pouring pills in my mouth with me on my belly?
I mean, I assume that you are probably like wrenching your neck up, still trying to bite whoever could potentially get close to you. So yeah, she could maybe they might bounce into your mouth. You don't know. She's trying to be helpful.
I'm helping.
Liz continues to do her chanting, and the snake gets a little bit tighter. Yeah, you basically have 1 more round of action, Sheila, and then you will get choked out.
All right.
Then we'll see what happens. Jack.
All right,
been scratched.
I've just been scratched. Hey. I'm just gonna my hand that's on her shoulders, I'm going to move to the back of her head and just press her head into the hotel carpet.
Great.
Sheila, shh. Shh. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We're back to the top of the order. Sheila, you have.
All right.
Everybody basically has one more action, and then we'll see what happens.
Right. So I'm still gonna be opposing the grapple. So with everything I've got, which is gonna be my usual 3 from martial arts plus my last help action. So.
Okay. And yeah, Jack, can you roll again to oppose that?
I will roll again. I'm just rolling a basic 3 for this one.
Oh, I rolled terribly this time.
What'd you get?
Just 11.
Oh,
just 11. All right, cool. So did I, actually.
how is this happening?
Oh. Hey, you gotta stop it.
No, you stop it.
No, you stop
You
it.
stop it. You stop
No,
it.
you guys continue. Keep going.
Right.
I'm getting really good stuff here.
This is great. This is great.
All right. Yeah, I'm bucking my hips back and forth. It's a wild ride.
Yes.
I'm getting rug burns. I don't know about you.
Yeah. I will say, okay, so in that case, then Sheila, you are able to sort of oppose him pushing your head down into the carpet.
Right.
So you're still able to like lean your neck back a bit. Jack, you are still on top of her though, and not much else has happened. It is possible that maybe Sheila got some pills in her mouth while she's been chomping on the carpet. We'll find out. Sam.
Stop it.
Stop it.
I think. Yeah, I'm here.
You're just gonna keep filming, just stand in the back.
I'm just like, he's got it.
Great.
Right. And by the end of this round, I'm gonna be I'm starting to lose ferocity because I'm definitely starting to lose.
Sam's over there thinking, like, did one of our party members do some ketamine before this? I mean,
Yeah, this is not my first rodeo with this kind of thing, so it's like, I'm just,
You don't know what's in this.
like, ooh, is this like a demon possession? Are we going with like transfer? I mean, she howled, so could this be like a furry thing? Like, what are we doing? Like,
who knows? No. I'm gonna replay it back, and I'm gonna figure it out. Probably send it to some consultants. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Liz continues to for lack of a better term, like chant in German. It's not yelling, it's not scary, but it is. She's just has this book, and her hands are like shaking. She's freaking out so badly at this point, but she's continuing to read her book and speak things aloud. Jack, all right, back to your turn.
All right. I'm going to take a help, and I'm going to just put a little bit of extra pressure into Sheila's low back with my knee and onto the back of her head to just try to keep her down and hope that, like, that snake, because I can tell it's like choking her off. It's just like, I hope it's making her unconscious. Like, okay, Sheila. All right, honey. Let's go to sleep. Let's go to sleep now. $17 again.
Okay. Yay. You are able to continue to grapple her, and with your 17, you are able to do so in a way that does not harm her further. So you're not getting hurt, but also she's not like you putting your knee in her back doesn't mean that she's like cracking her vertebrae on your knee. Or dislocating.
It's just an immobilization.
Yeah, and then I would say at this point, then when we get back to the top of the order, Sheila, you are basically choked out,
right?
And you lose consciousness.
I'm prone. Yep.
Yay. Sam, what do you do?
more of the same?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna like get a little close, and she's like asleep, right?
Gonna get the
I mean,
close
she's
up.
passed out. There's a snake wrapped around her neck.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna like try and grab the snake.
Okay.
Cause like I don't want her to die. I she's useful and here, so like I don't want her to die. So I'm gonna like try and grab the snake.
Nicer words have never been said.
Yes. What would you roll for snake handling?
Investigative journal.
You know what? I can give you rock climber because you would
Okay.
deal with a lot of ropes. So
Yes.
I'll let you roll 3
Okay.
to see how well you can handle this rope that happens to be alive.
Happens to be alive. Great.
That's a hell of a justification. But
I
if it
rolled a
keeps me from
13.
dying-
Okay. You are able to sort of get your fingers up underneath so that at least it's not continuing to choke her out, but it is still
Like I can feel it like pulling against me.
Yeah, it is constricting, and it's
Oh shit.
yeah, your hand is gonna probably start to go numb in a bit.
They're strong little buggers.
They are,
yeah.
Okay, now we're back to Liz. Let's see. Oh, that is not as high as I thought it was. Okay. 13. Okay.
Oh, thanks for Monroe Max giving me and Jack helps.
Yeah.
That was lovely.
Oh yeah, thank you very much.
Very nice.
Thank you, friends. Okay, Liz is going to continue to chant, but she also seems to be losing a bit of focus. Her adrenaline is now kicking back out, and she's starting to like
Oh, thank you, Screaming Dragon.
yeah, starting to freak out, but still like not quite able to concentrate as hard as she was before. Okay, Jack.
Liz, were you able to make the snake choke her?
Liz is still chanting, but she's a little bit more wishy-washy about it.
Liz, could you have the snake let go?
She is not responding.
Liz, could you have the snake let go? I get off of. God
This is like hard, you guys.
I get off of Sheila. I go to Liz. I smack her.
Brilliant. Okay. Liz is
Liz
not focused on this, so yeah. Okay. What would you like to roll to effectively snap her out of it?
I would like to roll my first secondary trait, please.
Okay.
I
Okay.
had to stop her screaming.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, I am wearing glasses for that, so.
There you go.
What are his secondary traits again? I know he's a
13. Secondaries are your 3 dice.
right, but
Marathoner.
you're a marathoner.
I have marathoner, and I have another thing that we're
And
keeping
he has
private.
another thing.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
You got
So
anything we're keeping private
what
on?
did you get?
I'm sorry, a 13.
13. Okay. Yeah. You are able to sort of slap her out of it. But you do in the process at least give her a bloody nose.
I'm so sorry about that. Can you make this snake stop choking her?
And we will go out of combat rounds for now. As Liz will say something that is a little bit different in German counter curse. The blood off of her nose, and the snake stops choking Sheila. And Sam is still filming the entire thing.
I kind of just like take the snake and just kind of like, oh, I'm like hanging out with it. I kind of get it. Ah.
Yeah, the snake seems very, relatively docile at the moment, for having just choked out its owner.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's kind of just like wrapping itself a little
Yeah.
bit around my hand.
Mm-hmm.
If you had the animal skills that Sheila had, then you would know that it was breathing heavily. But right now, you're just like, "Ooh, it's a snake. Cool."
It's a snake.
Okay. Yeah.
Gloom Mistress, can I take since Sheila's unconscious, I'm going to roll her over onto her back. I'm gonna take one of her extra zip ties. I'm gonna zip tie her ankles together.
Fair.
Then I'm gonna hoist her up into the bed. So
Okay.
she's lying on the bed.
Sheila, can you give me a like a D100 roll, 50-50? So I'll say high. If you roll high, then you got at least one of the volume in your mouth just by happenstance. A low roll, you have not gotten anything in your mouth, so you're just unconscious in terms of like you got choked out for a second.
All right. Would you like to know the number?
Yes.
Roll the 54.
Okay, so just above. So yeah, you have there is at least one volume sort of stuck in your mouth, and now that you're able to sort of breathe and deal with things, you can probably kind of consume it.
I helped.
Yeah, you did, Sam. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and she is now tied up and somewhat incapacitated.
All right. What was that?
Cool. I would like for Jack and Sam, since you're both still conscious, to roll for mental health for having to incapacitate a friend. Jack, you also did give a random woman a bloody nose for snapping her
Yeah,
up.
I feel really bad about that.
Yeah. Well, we're about to find out if you do.
All right, am I rolling 3 on this or?
Sam rolls 4 and Jack rolls 3.
I roll 3. Okay.
I got a 20.
Okay.
Nice.
You're fine.
12. I rolled a 12.
Okay. Jack, I would say since you had the bulk of the physical reactions to what was going on, and this was not something that you would have anticipated going on, I will say that you take 1 point of mental health damage. So now you've come from an 18 to a 17.
All right.
That was a lot. That was a lot. And no matter how calm you are in the face of danger, this was the last thing where you were expecting was for someone to have a psychotic break in front of you, basically. And you also had to slap a bitch to make sure she didn't get choked by a snake. Like, there's a lot of things going on right now.
That was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. So Liz,
I'm assuming she took some like ketamine or something, or like
meth.
clearly,
I
like,
don't know. I think Homegirl was ready to eat your face. I mean, seriously.
Okay, bath
Liz?
salts then.
Liz, do you know anything? And how's your nose? How's your nose doing?
It hurts.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that. I am so sorry.
The part of Marcy the Snake will now be played by
Pushkin the cat.
Yay!
Snake-like.
Liz is still sort of shaken, and she she casually reaches for a tissue and blows terrible things out of her nose. Kind of casually folds it up.
Yeah.
Sort of wipes some of the blood off her hands.
Do you want some ice or anything?
Yeah, that would be
all right.
great.
I go out to the ice machine. Get some ice.
You just leave the scene of chaos.
Yeah. Need a breather.
Okay.
I'll get you some ice. Anybody want a Coke or anything while I'm out?
Oh, can I have a diet?
Yeah. Liz, do you want anything?
No. I'm
All right.
I'm fine.
All right. Yeah.
So, Liz, what is in that book of yours?
It's charms and spells and counter curses, and I think your friend is cursed.
Okay. Can you explain that a little bit for me, please?
I don't know. I got this vibe before I saw the moonlight. Moonlight is very powerful in a lot of spells and incantations, and it's just it tends to be a powerful omen, especially when the moon is full. So at first I thought maybe I could counter the hex itself, but I don't know who cast it, and there's a lot of other things that have to go into that. So instead I used what was available, and I just thought maybe I could get the snake to do something.
Right. Just like, can you just tell me exactly how you thought she was cursed and what you thought she was cursed? Because it felt like she was wolfy. Well, it was like a wolf situation.
Yeah.
Can you?
Maybe they're Hexenwolfen. It's not that.
I'm back with the ice.
Okay.
Hi. Sorry. Here's
Thank you.
some ice. Bag of ice.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
What I miss?
Your friend was asking me about what I think happened to Sheila. I think that she I think that she's cursed. I think that she's cursed. I think that she has a hex.
Okay, you think she's cursed? She's cursed to be a crazy person?
I think she's cursed to be a change into a wolf.
Not for nothing, Liz. She saw the moon. She howled. She acted like she knew what was going to happen, but then she didn't change physically. She just lost all connection with reality. So if she's cursed, I think it's got to be purely mental.
I mean, so curses can happen in a lot of different ways. I mean, there are ways that you can cause bad luck and misfortune, but there's also if someone strongly believes that they are cursed, then it's possible that they can just react as if they are cursed as well.
So are you saying that she's going to start sprouting fur and fangs and everything? Is the mind that powerful?
I don't know. I've never encountered anything like this. I've read about it. There is an idea that some witches or sorcerers could potentially get a charmed object like a belt or a cuff of some kind that has wolf fur on it, and they could use it to change into a wolf at will. That's the only kind of thing that I'm most familiar with, although I'm sure, there's the old other legends about werewolves and being bitten. And
all right. So if that's the case, because we don't have time to go to a hypnotherapist for her or anything, can you charm a bracelet or a belt or something so we can put it on her and convince her she's not going to change?
I can't really do that. But what I can do with a little bit of extra time, and whew, if you get me back, I would have to go back to my house to get my supplies. But I should be able to do a counter curse that would stop her from experiencing what she just experienced while the moon is still full for the next couple of days.
Okay. In the meantime, would it be possible to just, I don't know, like we give her like my watch or something and say, this is a powerful amulet, and we just tell her. And since you are, I'm assuming, a witch, maybe that convinces her.
I appreciate your sentiment. And at this point, you see, like, there is black forming under her eyes because her nose is probably broken.
Again, I am so sorry. I hate that. I'm so sorry.
I can't. She would have to convince herself that she wasn't a wolf, and she's already basically bought into it. If I can get to my supplies, then I should be able to basically protect her from the spells. And I don't know about you, but having seen a bunch of bears attack my house, I feel like I would take this as more than just some kind of mental illness.
All right.
What kind of supplies do you need?
I'd have to look up the counter curse and figure out what to do about it. This is this is definitely strong magic to have a relatively sane person totally believe that they are turning into a wolf or exhibiting wolf-like capacities.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Would you want? I'm not recommending it because it's night at the moment. But would you want to wait until morning, or do you want to go get the supplies now from your house?
She looks outside, and a beautiful fluffy cloud sort of clears away in the moon to see the moonlight again.
Maybe we should close the window.
Yeah, she sort of staggers back over and like draws the curtain shut.
Cute.
I think it would be better to do it in the morning.
All right.
And I think I would like a different room, please.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go use you can use mine. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Would
take
you
out my
like
key
someone
card.
to stay with you?
Yes, that would be great. If someone could stay with me. And yes, let's do that. So yeah, okay. So Sam, are you going to go? You're going to go stay? Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
All right,
stay.
I'll stay with Crazy Pants Magoo here, and and if you take care of Liz, that'll be great.
Great.
Thanks. Great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. What's your room number? And do you have the room key?
Yeah. Here you go.
Great. I still have Marcy, by the way. I'm just gonna Marcy's my friend now. I'm gonna.
No, yeah. And take care of Marcy. Maybe
Okay.
go through her backpack, maybe, or bag or something. Maybe she's got some snake food in there or something for a
Make
snack.
stuff.
Yeah, if you go through the bag, you'll find a little Ziploc bag with some little tiny pink rats.
I wonder when she was fed last. I don't know anything about snakes.
Kind of looks like a python. So
Okay.
maybe once a week. I don't know.
You know what? I'm just gonna put these back, and we're gonna go.
Oh, you know what? She's had a rough night. The snake, Marcy's had a rough night. Give her a snack. It's a reward. You know. That's what I do with my cat.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Do you want me to feed her? I mean,
No, I can do it.
Oh, okay. Do you want to leave her in here with me? I mean,
No, Marcy's my friend now.
I just meant when Kukuloka here wakes up.
She's my friend.
Okay. Have your friend.
So now I have I have the little room or the little bag of mice, and I'm gonna grab Liz, and I'm gonna go. And like, okay, all right, great, back to your hotel room. Great, okay.
Yes, Lily Kitten. We are leaving the man in the room with an unconscious woman whose hands are zip-tied and blood on the floor.
Yep.
Yes, that is what we are doing.
Yep.
Yeah, I had thought at one point to be like, oh, I wonder if the hotel management is going to come out, but I feel like that's going to be like just too much involvement right now. We've already dealt with a lot of things, so I'm just
listen. This is a seedy hotel. You never know.
Yeah,
it's the Sheridan
in New York.
It gets at least 4.1 stars.
Fair enough. Okay.
I have not looked this up. I have not confirmed. I'm guessing.
You're guessing.
I'm guessing.
Making a note of
based off of personal private knowledge.
Uh-huh.
I will actually look this up now, though, because I want to know.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
All right. The rest of the night does pass uneventfully. The snake eats one of the small animals.
So cute.
Yes. And
I stand corrected. It's 3.6 stars.
We're verging on CD here, York. Oh boy.
We're on the edge.
Yeah. So snake eats and takes a drink out of your water cup. She just like sticks her little tongue out and just. Yes, you have a friend now.
I have a friend.
Yay. Liz, for her part, once she gets into the room while you are dealing with the snake, she gets out a piece of chalk and draws the square. What's that called? Samas square. I have it written down here. Sartor square. Draws that on the back of the door with chalk. And then eventually does crawl into bed and fall asleep. Sheila, you're plagued by terrible dreams, but the rest of the night you're out, but alive.
Yay. Arnar. Thank you. Splitting headache.
Yes. Yeah. And you're jeez. I am realizing that because the snake kind of choked you out, you're probably going to have a bruise around your neck tomorrow as well.
Right.
That's just one more thing of Jack trying to deal with.
Like between friends.
Yeah. Jack, to that end, I mean, yeah, you are in a room with a woman who is zip tied. There's blood on the floor. She's slowly forming a bruise around her neck. Is there anything you want to do about this?
Yeah. Number one, the blood on the floor. I rummage through my bag. I pull out hydrogen peroxide from my my little ditty bag, and I put that on to see if I can clean up any of the blood stains. And then for the bruise on her neck, I get more ice. And then I also pull out like a horse pill style ibuprofen that I have, 800 milligram, and like gently wake her up a little bit so she can like just kind of like, oh hey, it's medicine time, and so she can take the 800 milligram horse pill, which I've broken up into several pieces so she can not choke on it.
Very nice. My neck's a little sore.
Yeah.
Don't know
And
why.
then just gently massage it so she can swallow it
No.
nice and easy. I'm
All right.
so sorry this
Still,
has happened to you.
still tied up,
I'm
right?
so sorry. I'm so sorry. And when she falls back asleep, I cut off the zip ties.
Okay. Aww.
Aw, who's a trusting fool? I mean, who's a good friend?
Yeah.
Good buddy.
After that, I go sit in the chair. I pull it so I'm looking directly at her. And the shoulder holstered gun I pull out. And I just kind of have it on my lap, in my hand, loosely held. Cup of coffee at the ready. From the Keurig in the room.
Do you sleep at all that night?
No,
Okay. Okay.
not even a little bit.
Good to know.
I sleep like a baby.
Yeah. You got a snake curled up around you. It's your best friend now. You got a protection spell on the room. I'm sure everything will be fine. That totally
great.
works before. That would require a bear to break into York. Has it happened? No. Cows. Anyway. So the next morning, you are able to get up. Sheila, do you think you remember everything that happened?
I think I should roll for that.
Okay. We can do a
Doesn't
50-50
need to
on that
remember
roll
it
if you
because
want.
Sam's got it all on video.
Yeah, yeah.
All
I
right.
will play it back.
Looks like I remember about 81% of the night.
Okay. So a good chunk of it, but there are some pieces that you probably just lost track of.
Right.
There's just emptiness.
Yeah. Did I? Oh, I've got a wicked headache.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Oh, my neck. Oh, yeah, that was the snake, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the snake.
Right. I'm a bit sore.
You zip tied your hands to your own belt.
All right. Did I hurt anyone? I remember smelling blood.
No. You did not hurt anybody.
All right.
We were able to immobilize you.
How's the snake? How's Marcy?
Marcy actually is the one who put you out.
Oh, it's a good girl.
Yeah, Marcy's fine. She's with Sam in the other room right now.
All right. I don't know. What must have happened? I mean, I could feel it. Like, I feel my bones changing, and I felt like I had a muzzle, and like I just had to. I don't know. I lost control, but I mean, I didn't change, did I?
No.
No.
You howled, and then you said "Erner" in a
Right.
howling voice, and then you lunged at Sam. I tackled you. Your snake Marcy started to choke you. You struggled for a few moments, and then you lost enough oxygen that you went unconscious.
Right. Ugh.
And then out of a little bit of abundance of caution, I zip tied your ankles together.
Right.
Put you into the bed, and apparently Sam was able to get some Valium into you. You went deeply unconscious for the rest of the night. I took off your zip ties, gave you ibuprofen for the bruising and for the pain. And yeah, just basically stood watch, making sure that you're all right.
Right. Thanks for keeping me from hurting anyone. I was so afraid. I didn't know what would happen, but I thought something would happen when the full moon came out.
Why do you think you're a werewolf?
Well, are we all together, or is it just me and Jack?
Good question. Sam, you slept like a baby. Do you like get up at a particular time, or is this still like a private?
Oh, I'm at the buffet.
Oh, okay, great.
All right.
Yeah. So, you know, I think what I do is I like go down. I still have Marcy. I like get a couple of cups of coffee. I get some like bagels or whatever they have there, and I'm gonna like come up to the room and I'm gonna knock on the door.
The Sheridan, by the way, doesn't do a buffet. They do a sit-down breakfast. They try to be classy in the middle of York City.
Got it. Well, is there a Dunkies around then?
There's a Dunks. There's a Dunks and
Okay.
a Starbucks on either side.
Great. I go to Dunkies and I get a cup of coffee, some donuts, knock on the door.
Hey.
Hi. All right. Coffee. I don't know what you like, so I brought everything.
Black. Thanks.
Hi.
I love a cup of. Sorry about last night.
Yeah, no worries. You know, just as long as are you feeling okay there, Spot?
I'm feeling a bit better.
Oh, hold on. She kind of got.
Is that my girl?
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, come to mommy.
I totally get it, dude. Like, she is such a sweetheart.
Right. She's honestly, and she's no trouble at all either. And she's as you can see, she helps out in a pinch.
Mm-hmm.
So, is Liz here too? Liz.
Yeah, I would feel like Liz is probably just following Sam around sort of in a daze and just she has her cup of coffee and she's just like,
right.
Liz, how you doing this morning?
It's been a stressful couple of
Yeah,
hours.
that's good, huh? All right.
So Jack was just
with Marcy back in the room and obviously back in the room and around Sheila's shoulders and like having come out, I just, you know, as casually as I can, move to the other side of the room with the snake out. And I'm just like, oh, hey. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I gave her one of your little pinky guys last night.
Oh, that was kind of you. I suppose that last night was fairly strict for her.
Oh, do you want to see the video?
I don't know. Do I?
We can put it up on the TV.
Oh my god, you guys are gonna Chromecast it to the TV.
I don't know.
It's up to you. Just let me know.
Maybe later. I remember a bit of it, and I'm real sorry that I went all body on you.
Yeah, these things happen.
I mean, you did look like the most delicious person in the room, so you're right.
Yeah, that's a compliment.
But Jack was asking why was
yeah.
And I was afraid that something was going to happen when the full moon came out, because it was 28 days ago that I got this, and it was the last time I was in this area. I was called out to look into some suspicious wildlife behavior, and we ended up staying out late, and I was out with a friend of mine, and we were on a mission. It was a different series of events, but and my friend didn't come back that night, and I was left bloodied, and and I wasn't sure what did it, but we had been following some footprints that seemed to start off human shaped, and then suddenly sort of the tracks seemed to morph into paw shapes, and suffice to say, we stayed out a bit too long, and I don't know what's going to happen. I was convinced last night. I could feel my bones shifting. I could feel everything that you might think. Like, I could feel my face changing. I could smell all of you, and and I don't know. Jack says that I didn't change shape or anything, and I can't believe it. But if that's what happened, I don't know what came over me, and I don't know what to do about it. So,
You know, I'm sorry that happened. But like I don't like these things happen. I mean,
do they?
uh, usually there's an external force, like some kind of psychoactive element that you took. Did you take anything? Just out of curiosity.
Honestly, I thought you were doing meth.
Yeah.
Is that how it looks when someone's doing meth?
A little bit.
Bath salts, ketamine.
Right.
Yeah.
As far as I know, I didn't. I didn't. I don't think so. Unless someone
Okay.
slipped me something without me knowing.
Well,
But,
did you go to a bar yesterday without without the rest of us being around?
I was with you all day.
Then let's say no, you did not go to the bar yesterday with none of the rest of us around.
I don't know.
So
No one could have slipped you a roofie.
I want to ask, so the moon tends to be fullish for like a couple of days, right? Like it's
Like 3 days.
Yeah. If you start to exhibit this same behavior tonight and tomorrow night, how would you like us to handle this for you?
I suppose the best thing to do would be to restrain me.
Okay.
I shudder to think what would have happened if I hadn't managed to tie my hand.
Real quick,
Right.
do you have to be seeing the moon?
Like, sure.
Because you didn't react until the curtains were open.
Right.
And the moon, sometimes you can have the full moon in the daytime.
Right. I
Would
don't
you
know.
turn into a wolf then, or like have this reaction then? Do you think?
I don't know. I haven't any idea. But
Glue Mistress, is the moon still out?
Right now, no. I will say that it is behind enough sort of cloud cover that you wouldn't necessarily see it at the moment.
But that
Okay.
does beg the question. All I seem to recall Liz here shouting something and throwing back the curtains. Wasn't that what happened?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, Liz,
Also,
what was with that?
Liz says that she has stuff that she can help you with.
Yeah, but also, Liz, why did you throw back the curtains?
I sensed an evil spirit, and I needed to see it in order to control it.
Okay, well, we saw it.
Are you able to control it? So Jack seems to think that you were the one who did something about Marcy helping to I don't know, to neutralize me.
Well, so it's a little easier to, handle a smaller creature, in my experience. And she looks at you like very seriously. She's like, I don't know who caused the curse, so I can't stop it.
I
But
am cursed. I am. Did you hear her? All right.
uh,
Sorry,
I could potentially stop you from feeling the need to change for the next 2 days.
all right.
I just need to get some items together and try to sort of counteract what you are dealing with.
All right.
But I can't break it entirely. That's the one thing about this sort of witchcraft and hexes and whatnot, is that you need to know who's causing you to be cursed in order to really break a curse.
Right.
So Sheila, what was the name of your partner who you were working with?
David Percival.
You said you didn't see. You said David never came back.
That's
However,
right.
do you know if David died?
Well, all I remember was a huge spray of blood. And I can't believe anyone surviving that.
Do you? All right. Do you remember seeing whatever gave you the scratch?
Not very clearly. It was dark. There was moonlight, and that's all. And so just all of a sudden, David was screaming, and then he and then he wasn't, and then I was half blinded, and lucky I got to keep my eye, and I had my bear spray, so I swear by that stuff because I was able to spray it, and then I made it back to my to my car, my Yuri, and then went back, and then our mutual friends told me to try to forget what all.
Yeah, but what did they do about David then?
Well, they suddenly didn't tell me. I don't remember seeing any animal control vehicles that night, but
Gloom Mistress, do any of us have, do I have in my phone a contact number for Pim or for Save overall?
No, not really. You get an assignment and you are basically told to deal with it. That's one big difference with Delta Green, is that usually you can get in touch with a handler. With Pim, it's never really possible.
All right. What is Sheila? What was David's last name?
Percival.
And this happened 28 days ago.
To the day.
All right. I start texting a whole bunch of my contacts, Blue Mistress, to see if anybody knows of any reports of anything coming in.
Sam, you were trying to say something. I don't remember what it was, but
Neither do I.
oh, okay, never mind.
I'm so sorry. I kept talking.
No, it's okay. Don't worry.
Jack kept talking. Imagine.
While they're having this conversation, I am also texting, but I am texting local law enforcement and local newspaper outlets to see about the third immolation.
Sure, right, because you had heard about it, but you hadn't gotten a name at that point, right? It was just
I'm like, Jack's got this. Jack's all over it. I'm gonna
Side quest.
Listen, I can multitask. It's what I do. So I'm just like,
Okay. Sam, you weren't the one that had the direct contact with somebody from like the York Daily Record. Was that Jack?
that was Jack.
That was Jack.
That was me. Also, Sam, was your recorder on during that?
Oh, yeah, I'm recording everything.
Sheila? All right, great, thank you.
Everything's recorded. So this is.
Yeah. I had the contact with the York Daily Record and a bunch of local TV stations and radio stations, WHP, WITF, etc. And also like law enforcement.
Yeah, Jack had a lot of contacts as well. Sam, did you have, prior to this, did you have anyone that you were able to contact directly?
I didn't roll for that.
Okay.
But I would like to roll now.
Sure.
I mean, I did have a couple of contacts before the new immolation situation. I was able to get the crime scene photos.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then you can definitely roll to probably reach out to the exact same person and see if there's anything new that you could get.
Okay. I would also like to roll if I also know any law enforcement, any other people in this area as well that might know. Or if I could use Jack's name.
Oh, that you could probably finagle in some way.
Okay.
Maybe you could reach out to his contacts as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Roll to see if you come up with anything.
Okay. I rolled a 17.
Okay. Through your direct contact with people in the who had gotten crime scene photos in the past, you do find out that it is a person named Jared Oldhauser. He was of Dover locality, Dover, Pennsylvania, which is not super far from York. It's like 40 minutes. And they are still actively investigating the scene. But according to your previous contact, this one was a lot more gory.
Okay. Cool. Am I able to contact anybody else about it?
There is a report that comes up in like just general news that this particular person, Jared Oldhauser, he was 41. He died under unusual circumstances that are still being investigated. But he was alone in his house at the time, which is.
Do I have an address?
Yes.
Great.
You can get an address.
Okay, cool.
I'd like to resolve the texts that I was sending before.
Yeah, so you were asking, trying to get in touch with some of your animal control folks to say that you saw someone from animal control going back to Liz's house.
Right.
As you guys were leaving.
Right. I also reached out to another friend who had a nearby lab, so we could take those samples that I had gathered from the bears and do a necropsy.
Okay.
So, any responses? Anything?
I will say, roll your behavior psychologist just to see how things work out with your animal control people, because we'll find out if your connections are strong.
All right.
For that, though.
I'll try it without the help this time.
Okay. I mean, you're rolling 4 dice, so
right.
You got a good shot.
All right. That's 16.
Okay. With 16, you find out that yes, animal control was called to the residence that you were at last night. They got an anonymous tip about a situation that had to deal with large wildlife. They your friend who is the connection within animal control says, I was told to keep it discreet. So we found 2 bears on the premises. We've basically sent them off to be disposed of, and we are since no one reported anything about the house itself, they are just marking it as like an abandoned building, basically.
All right. And did I hear back from my doctor with a friend with the lab?
Yes, they are available to take samples if you would like. And they're saying like it'll be test sample 5E or something like that. Like it's not. They're going to try to do it without people paying attention to things, unless it is. If it's something that's supposed, like, you know, bird flu, then they're going to have to alert somebody.
Right.
But otherwise, based on what you described, chances are it probably isn't a contagion that needs to be addressed at large.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have I gotten anything back, Blue Mistress, from any of my contacts?
Yeah, you were reaching out to like everybody.
Yeah, like everybody I can think of in both local areas and in more national connected stuff about David Percival.
Yeah. Looking into that, you see that there was somebody kicks back an employment record. So there was definitely a person named David Percival that was working with Sheila and was assigned to varying tasks. The employment record, I don't know how you would actually phrase it, but it basically lists like a no call, no show after a point. So after a certain point, they just assumed that he had quit his job because he just stopped showing up. There are some interesting reports that are seemingly redacted. You're not getting a whole lot of information right now. You'd have to dig a lot deeper in order to really get to the meat and bones of what's going on.
Okay. I start texting.
Okay.
I'm going to be texting you.
Okay. Text me. All right, friends. We have like 15 minutes until the end of the session for today. Do we want to just sort of leave it here for now that we've resolved a lot of things and then we can deal with what's happening in the future?
I have a couple of questions. Are Sam and I able to catch each other up on everything that we've been learning?
Anything that you are willing to share with one another, yes, but I'm not going to take it for granted that you may not. This is not necessarily a party where everyone shares everything continually. So that's up to you. As I eat it.
Well, I share my stuff.
It's animal control got called here. Yeah.
Right.
I just am thinking, you know, I mean, we should obviously help Sheila, but I'm also just like, we also have another task that was the task we were assigned, so I'm kind of focusing more on that, I think. I think I do let Jack know. I'm just like, hey, I got some info on the guy. Do you care?
Yes, I do, actually.
Cool. Awesome. And I tell him what I found out.
Okay.
Liz,
Mm-hmm.
question for you. What do you know about human spontaneous combustion?
Oh. Is that's what this is about, right?
Looks that way.
Okay.
3 people now that we know of.
Yeah. Well, in my line of work, there are spells and protections that you can use to stop you from being harmed by any of the elements: water, fire, earth, air. But a really powerful witch, which is what I think was happening. Someone, you would say a bad witch, I would say other things, but someone who's got a lot of capability is
Mhm.
able to either bypass or cause direct harm through fire. It would probably have to be somebody directly connected with fire to begin with. And we believe that a lot of these people who have dark intentions have made deals with the devil themselves or with dark angels or demons. So access to hellfire could potentially be relatively easy if you got the right connections, I suppose. But that was the last thing I was trying to research before my house got broken into by bears.
Okay, so my next question is, how the spontaneous human combustions, your research, and the possessed bears connected? And maybe Sheila.
Okay, now I want to leave it there because that was a great that was a great everyone's like, huh?
Ooh,
What?
suddenly Sheila is getting.
It's Sheila all along.
Werewolves and bears, oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
It's
I love it.
W-E. Not where like you're selling things.
Like a warehouse wolf.
Oh, whoops.
That's okay.
It's a warehouse. It's a warehouse wolf.
It's a warehouse wolf.
Listen, they're important.
You
They
know
keep
what?
your
They
stuff-
do. They do important work, and I, for one, support them.
Catalogers. Big catalogers. They got a whole system.
There is an advertisement that is to the right of me that I keep looking at every once in a while, which is supposed to be Seers of Avalon. It is Seers like psychics of Avalon, but I kept thinking of it as Sears of Avalon. Like,
It's just
like
off the side.
there's like a JC Penney in like
In
the
Avalon?
mystic realm of Avalon that's just like selling a catalog.
In
No.
some low fantasy, I really enjoy the jokes like that, like in Gallivant and all of that, of like, here's the name of the place that is obviously the place, but it's not. I love it.
It's not.
Delightful.
Yay. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. This has been I was curious to see where this was gonna go. I was curious to see what the chat was going to do
This
too.
was-
I was afraid we were gonna have to kill Cat.
Yep.
Whoops.
Oh, we didn't.
Happy
we
birthday.
didn't.
Oh,
Thanks to my trusty snake, Mercy.
Yay.
Yay,
Yeah,
Marcy.
Snakes and
And
magic.
also,
We didn't
Wait,
have to
it
kill
Haley
you.
and I just
Oh, wait.
pulling out our cameras.
Yep, just
Yes, that was brilliant. That was brilliant.
what you do.
Like-
Also, yeah, happy birthday, Gloom Mistress, in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
As close to my birthday as I can get. But
And then
Yeah.
happy birthday to me after that.
yeah.
March
Nice.
2nd, baby.
Woo!
Well, you were born like on a leap year, right?
I was born on a leap year. Yes. I was born on a leap year in New Hampshire during a snowstorm. And
That is portentous.
yeah. My mom was really freaked out. She was already overdue, and they were like, "Well, we can try to induce you." And she's like, "Yes, let's do that." So,
Love
Where-
that.
Were you on the 29th?
yeah, on the 29th.
Oh, lovely.
1984.
My uncle was the 29th as well. So,
Ooh,
yeah.
it's an auspicious day.
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah, Jack.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, friends.
Yeah.
You're like 10 years old?
Yeah, 10 and a quarter, 10 and a quarter this year.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Happy 10 and a quarter.
No.
Maybe 10 and a quarter.
I'm thrilled. I don't know what I'm doing for my birthday other than working, but
Cakes.
I do have cupcakes at home. I do need to go get the cupcakes at home. I'm gonna have a cupcake. when I
Nice.
Good.
get-
What time, real quick, what time does you're the 29th? Oh, well, 29th. So that'll be the first, let's say. What time does the fair go to? That Flarf that you work at?
I think official canon would be like 6:30 this weekend because it
5:30. Crack it open. Last hour of the day.
Yep.
I'm
Just
gonna go. Our sponsor is Copa Divino. I'm gonna see if I can
You know
get
what? I know your bosses.
a glass of wine.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
text them
okay.
like it's her birthday.
Yeah,
Whatever.
hey, okay. All right. Well, let me actually wrap up the show. Damn it. Thank you. It is my birthday. Yay. Let us say hi to everybody and what you actually do as human beings. And I will highlight people. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. Woo!
Hey, good eye, mates. So when I'm not Shayla with a terrible Aussie accent,
Not that terrible.
It's doing good. I've been consistent. I'm very impressed.
Listen, I never thought that this would work. I absolutely expected that there was going to be like mid first episode, y'all would be like, so you say you're Australian, but you don't really sound great. But like, this has been going really well. So, thank you. It's purely by the skin of my teeth. When, and then switching back from, Australian to Lady Prudence, Majesty's Court Composer, which is my real job. I'm lucky enough to be able to make music for the masses at Renaissance festivals all over the country. So you can find me at the Arizona Renaissance Festival for 5 more magical weekends, just east of Phoenix, Arizona. It's worth a trip if you want to buy a plane ticket and come out to see us and see what a Renaissance festival in the desert looks like. It's really cool. And then after that, I'll be at Scarborough, making merry, in south of Dallas, Texas. And this is how to find my music. I produced 2 new albums last year, and I'm very proud. And let me see. And typically Mondays I do Modern Mondays with Lady Prudence on this channel, Nat 21 Adventures. I am actually going to be dark for the next 2 Mondays, so I'm terribly sorry, but you'll pick me up again March 17th. Ooh, I guess that's going to be
St. Patrick's Day.
Lucky St. Patty's Day performance. So it's a no rehearsal time, total request extravaganza. And but I guess I'm gonna be taking a trip to Chicago to see my sweetie next week. So I will be missing that Monday, and then the following Monday I looks like I might get to go to the Grand Canyon for the first time in like 25 years. So
awesome.
So I'm really tremendously excited about that. So I'm sorry to be missing my friends and fans on the channel, but we're going to hit it strong on St. Patty's Day. So mark your calendar for Modern Monday and put in your requests so that you can ask yes or no questions about what's in Prue's cup, because we do a drinking game during Modern Mondays.
Ooh. All right, moving to bam.
Hi, hello. I am Katie Hauser. I am an actor and a performer and a person who does things. I also have a Instagram. You can catch me at Rune Away with Katie at Instagram. I do rune readings. I do tarot readings. Stuff. Fun. You can catch me here, Gothic Horror Gaming. Sometimes I even might run a game. Who knows? We'll see.
Ooh.
I have percolating things in my brain, so
I'm excited. Maybe we'll see what happens.
Maybe we'll see. Otherwise you can catch me at Hob the Troll at bandcamp.com. So that's me.
Yay. All right. And Dan.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Kostelik. I'm also known as your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. As it's saying at the bottom of your screen, you can join me Tuesday mornings right here on Nat 21 Adventures for writing sonnets with Shakespeare, because I am your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. Yesterday, we wrote an absolutely wonderful, little bit heartbreaking sonnet about grief, and it was very cathartic. And you can come in and join us every Tuesday in the writer's room. Follow me on all of the social medias. It is the only way I judge my self-worth. Go to linktree.ee/Shakespeare.approves. It's linktree/Shakespeare.approves. Follow me in all the places. If you want to join me live, you can come to the Scarborough Renaissance Festival starting April 5th, going through May 26th. Lady Prudence is going to be here for 4 separate of those weekends, but not in a row. And then 3 other weekends doing bartending stuff. I will not be Shakespeare. I will be this guy, the Scottish Archbishop of York. Hamish Bruce. Yeah, he's weird. Otherwise, this weekend I'm going to be down visiting Sherwood Forest just as a patron. So if you want to come and get a drink with Shakespeare, or maybe a veggie hot dog sausage, falafel or something, and we just have fun. Saturday I'm dressing as a Starfleet officer, and Sunday I'm dressing as my new Nat 21 Adventures character, debuting next Tuesday.
Woo!
So I do hope you come out and join for all of that stuff. And then, of course, next Tuesday, Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare, Nat 21 Adventures, and then we're back here. So, yeah, lots of streaming going on.
Yeah.
And hobthetroll.bandcamp.com.
Always and every time.
Yeah. And trollthehob.bandcamp.com.
And then it's me. Thank you guys for joining me.
Take the big one. Take the big screen. Take the big screen.
I'll take the big screen.
Do it.
That's me. There you go.
Yeah.
Hello. Thank you. I am joining you live from Flarf. This is my office. It's covered in costumes.
Yay.
Don't
know.
Yeah. And this is my birthday weekend, so it'd be nice.
You.
I don't know. I will be here through almost the end of March. So I'm here until like March 22nd, 23rd. And I've been having a blast really working with the cast here. It's a lot of fun. We've been having such a good time. So I'm enjoying the heck out of that. Also, Chase Treasure stuff is coming up soon. So we have a new album that is recorded. We are working on final edits for everything. And speaking of Bandcamp, Aileen has been diligently loading all of our things up to Bandcamp, at least the things that are of quality that we can actually load. Some of our old stuff, I don't know that we can actually put up there because it's not, it was like MP3 quality from like 2014. So I don't know whether or not it will withstand those things or if we can get original files to throw up there. But yeah, we have a new album coming out very shortly. We just have to order it basically and get everything put together. But I'm very excited about all of those things happening. Yeah, and then I'm here tomorrow. I'm here Thursday at noon Eastern for Flash Phantasmagoria, where I get to write something short and cool. And you all get to join me and create some art for half an hour while we all hang out together, which is pretty cool. Let's see what else. I have books. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to 3DTU, who are our friends. Thank you to Destination D&D. That's what they want to say. Destination D&D for all of your D&D traveling needs. They'll be going out in July to England. And then we will be doing November. We'll be back in Louisiana as well, which should be a ton of fun. And find us on Discord if you want to talk about cool things that Nat 21 Adventures folks do. We have all kinds of fun things. See, now I feel like I'm left out. I have
My cat is over there.
Put a brush on my head.
Bushy.
Y'all, if I had actually turned into a werewolf, I had a gag all set up where I was going to attack a possum and come away with a bloody mouth. It was going to be disgusting.
I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. That would have been fun. I'm so thrilled.
Amazing.
Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We will keep you guys informed as to what's happening next week and all the other fun, cool things. And I love you all. You're great.
Oh, and all right, I have one more thing to show everyone. as your emotional support bard, it's important that you keep your hopes up. So check it out.
Yes.
Yes.
Horrors persist, but so do I.
Also, on that, real quick, just to pimp out my friend Lady Prudence, if you are at the Arizona Renaissance Fair, or you're going to be at Scarborough in the spring, or at Sherwood for their final weekend, make sure you buy her dice that have musical notes in them. She makes dice with musical notes, including an extra large D10. Because she's a bard and gives you bardic inspiration. Get it?
Right.
Ah, go do that.
So you get a D10 of inspiration dice when I sing you bardic inspiration.
Yeah, she gave me this one for free.
Hey.
I had to buy her other dice though. She made me buy the other dice.
Because you keep me from killing my friends. So
Yes.
Yes.
You sat on her back and made sure she didn't kill people. All right.
Yeah, but she
Thank you, friends. We have a great night, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Everybody.
Bye.